Hey YouTube, Dan here. I haven't made a video in a while, and I wanted to make another video doing some pipe stuff. I still haven't got my nasal snuff yet. I've been waiting a little while, getting a little antsy. I want to try out my new stuff and show it off to you guys. Do a box opening, but I wanted to show you what I'll be smoking tonight and show off one of my favorite pipes. A little bit before that, before I do that, I'll tell you what I went through tonight. Went to my local grocery store and parked to go inside in the spot that makes like fresh food. And in the past, I would buy these burritos, and they were $2, big old burrito, and I'd buy them out. Basically, they'd go and clean out the shelves, and they're perfect for lunches, and for the week or whatever. And I went in and got my little basket and headed over to the area that they're in. I see them and I start loading them in my little basket, and I look at the price, and they used to be $1.99. And for a big burrito, that's pretty good. And they were $3.59 now. So, me being on a budget, I put every single one of those burritos back, and kind of got a little pissed because they know what you like and they jack up the freaking prices. Or maybe someone made a mistake and they were labeled $1.99 for a while. But the probability in that is very high. But whatever. No burritos for Dan. But that's not the part of the story. I go back out to leave, and I own a truck, and that truck, I had a issue with the alternator recently, and it basically just took a shit. It didn't take a shit totally, which was cool. It got me to the auto parts store and back, and I was able to change it in the middle of the night, with the flashlight in my mouth, but it wasn't that bad. The alternator's pretty easy to replace. But I get in my truck to start it up, and it seems like the starter has been really weak. And I actually went to price it, and price one to replace it. Couldn't afford it at the time. Got my little AutoZone receipt, and I know how much it is, but I try to put it off. And what I've learned since that alternator incident is I'll crank my motor, and I can't let off of it until it starts, and I'm cool. Well, I got in it today, or tonight, started it up, or tried to start it up, and I screwed up, and didn't get it started. Heard that flywheel or whatever in the starter spin, do that sound, and I was like, shit. Let it chill for a little bit. Like, okay, maybe just needs to rest. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Hit it. I'm fucking dead. Just dead. And I was like, okay, great. I don't have AAA or anything, but, no biggie. I started calling people, and nobody was around. And I'm like, okay, I got a hold of one person, but they were far away, and the few other people weren't home or went around. So I was like, okay, my truck is a stick, and number one, I want to promote my truck. My truck rocks. It kicks ass. It's a 95 Ford F-150. It has an inline 6. I researched the engines. It has over 200,000 miles on it. Still runs like a champ. I've read many reviews about them being like bulletproof engines. They're inline 6s. And if you want an old beater truck that runs forever, go buy a Ford F-150 in those years. Even in the past years, I heard like 70s, the inline 6 was just people just rip them out of trucks and put them in other shit because they last forever. But to get back to my story, I'm waiting for a call, waiting to figure out what to do. And I realized I was on an angle. You know, I can get my truck rolling, it's a stick, and pop that clutch. However, there's all these cars parked behind me. And there's a gap, but it's not a straight forward. Like if I went backwards, I would hit that gap perfect and everything would work out and shit. So I decided to wait a little bit until there was one vehicle that was, you know, if anything kind of got stupid, it would have been too close. I didn't want to hit it or not get enough momentum to pop it. And the Suburban or whatever it was left, which left me some room to do it. And sure enough, man, I put it neutral, popped the parking brake off, kind of gave it a good shove. The wheels were cockeyed a little bit, so I ended up angling out, which I'm glad I waited till the Suburban left, or I would have nailed it. And popped it, bam, started, and I had some other errands to do. So I was like, well, I can risk it and go, and if it is my starter, it won't start, but I can park on a grade, and I can pop it, you know. I was like, screw it, you know, I'll just go home. The stuff I was going to get isn't that important, you know. So I ended up going home, shutting it off, and just turning the key to see, and yeah, it's my starter. So, I got to go buy a starter this weekend when I get paid and figure out how to replace. I've never replaced a starter before, but I had the Schultons, and I have common sense. I can read, so should be interesting. On to pipes. Enough Ford truck stories. One of my favorite pipes right here is my Boswell. Let's do this. It's a stubby nose warmer. It's rusticated. There's not a good of lighting, but it's a very cool pipe. There's the, is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. There's Mr. Boswell's signature 012 pipe. And this is kind of a new pipe. I said I haven't been smoking that long. But I would like to acquire a jumbo. They have these massive pipes that are pretty cool looking. They cost an arm and a leg, but even for like a local pipe maker, they're not too bad. They're, I mean, like Dunhill. You know, if anyone's watching this that knows more about pipes than I do, why is Dunhill pipes? Why are they so freaking expensive? What's the difference between this pipe and that pipe? Yeah, and you know, Dunhill. Why are they, you know, a minimum? I haven't seen one unless it's all screwed up for less than $300, and they go up like that's cheap. That's used. So, if I get a video response, why Dunhills are so expensive? Are they a better pipe? Are they the first pipe ever made or something? But yeah, I would like to know why. But yeah, for a local pipe maker, Boswell has cool pipes. Relatively inexpensive, affordable. He's been doing it over 30 years. Makes some good tobacco too, as a tobacconist. Boswell's North Woods. I bought a pound of it not too long ago. Canned it up, threw it in my cellar, and yeah, I'm glad I did it. You know, I never tried it. I just read reviews, watched you guys on YouTube, and bought a pound. I was like, screw it, I'm just going to buy a pound. because it's that good. Everyone raves about it. I haven't heard a bad thing about it. And they were right, and I love it. And yeah, if you haven't tried it, boswell.com, and get yourself some. Maybe after, if I get 100 subs, I'll give some away, because I got a pound. I'll be happy to buy some more. But I wanted to show what I'll be smoking tonight. It's actually the first tin tobacco that I ever bought and ever tried. When I started smoking pipe, I ordered my Peterson, which is up here, and I've showed before, which is here. And I gotta do that right. Right here. That's a 304 bit sitter. And I actually ordered my tobacco before my pipe, but my pipe showed up first. And I wanted to smoke so goddamn bad. I went to a few different stores around here and found one that had like their own blends, and they were kind of crappy. But hey, I was able to smoke my pipe. But once my tins came in, this guy right here, Nightcap from Dunhill, the most expensive pipes in the world, was the first tobacco I tried, and I loved it. It was super strong. I'm a smoker, and it was like right up my alley, and it tasted delicious. Actually, that's a sealed tin. I was at a tobacco shop a while back, and I still have some in my cellar that I'm using that I'll just keep. I don't know if I'm going to age it or what, but because you can find it, so it's nothing I want to get too crazy with. I got stocking it up. I'll do another video with showing you what I have in my cellar and what I've acquired over the short period of time I have been smoking. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be puffing on tonight. Thank you for all the new subs. I hope you enjoy my videos. I enjoy watching you guys, and for all the new subs, I will be subbing you guys as well. I appreciate the support. I want to thank Mark1616 again, and wish me luck on replacing a starter. Alright guys and ladies, have a good night.